nation's aging housing supply has created pent-up demand for kitchen and bath renovations, but an uneven economy is likely to keep those projects on the drawing board. Joining me, Bill Darcy, National Kitchen and Bath Association Global President and CEO. Good to see you. So we heard from Home Depot today, obviously, and one of the things that they talked about was that high rates are keeping people from perhaps tapping home equity and then spending that on things like renovations. What are you guys seeing amongst your members?
Yeah, hi, Julie. And again, thanks for having me on today and representing our $230 billion industry. Yes, we're seeing the same. I mean, the policy uncertainty, soft employment outlook and this weaker consumer confidence have definitely tempered our expectations. It's frustrating to see this uncertainty, and the tariff headline factor is certainly, I think, keeping some of those consumers on the sidelines.
And so is the only thing that's going to change things for rates to come down and for sort of some of the dynamics to change in the housing market?
I mean, honestly, this is still a very strong market, despite the stagflation. I think we're seeing there's a lot of interest. Our members are seeing a lot of interest by the consumers to desire to remodel. And then you have all the structural factors, the demographic trends, and, all the foundational excellence that is we know this pent-up demand is coming. We actually encourage consumers to look at these projects sooner than later because we feel the tariff impact really won't be seen until next year as far as true costs. So a lot of our members are really trying to not pass along costs to the consumer, but that will only last so long. So again, I think the demand is there, but the headlines, are concerning all of us as consumers, and this is frustrating.
Bill, are you all seeing your members pre-order any inventory to try to get ahead of tariffs and build up that inventory so that when demand does come through that they're ready with that stuff?
We are seeing some members do that with our trade show, the Kitchen and Bath Industry Show, that's going to be in Orlando in 2026. We're seeing a very strong interest in participation from attendants as well as brands. And I think we know the product interest is out there. So introducing new products, whether that's ordering or just a desire to have new products for the consumer, all of us as consumers, I think, want a better place to live in our homes, and our kitchens and baths are at the core of that. So we're seeing still a lot of interest and excitement. And I think that was reflected in what Home Depot was sharing earlier about this deferral mindset. It's not the interest is not there. It's just we're just waiting to see some behavioral change in the market, so we feel confident that there's consistency and we can make decisions as consumers.
Bill, where the activity is happening, are there trends that you're seeing, either geographic or in terms of what people are willing to spend on?
We are seeing definitely as the pro renovations are rising as DIY is declining. So we are seeing this on the higher end, especially. But the consumers, we advocate for this as NKBA. We want everybody to work with an NKBA member, and we hope that they will consider that. But pro renovations are increasing as DIY is declining. I think consumers are they are smarter, and they want to get these projects done correctly on time and manage the budget appropriately. We are seeing that occurring right now.
And so to your point, as you said, the higher end projects are still sort of like, is demand holding steady for those?
We actually just recently started to see that flatten a bit. It had been stronger than, say, mass market. But right now, I think, it's everyone's getting tired of when are we going to see some adjustments. I heard, listened to some podcasts recently about the housing market and how, this is the time to really negotiate in housing where you haven't seen that in years. I think that's where the consumer who is on the sidelines is prepared to move forward with the project really should consider doing it sooner, because I think you will see costs increase in 2026, and we'll just have to manage that accordingly.
Any other trends that are on the funner side, or is there anything that you're seeing people do a lot of?
So many of our member companies are introducing new cool products. I think the kitchen, the island's growing. It's taking over that first floor of the home because you have these open plan spaces. Technology is a key part. People who are living in their homes much longer are accommodating those homes to be the best place to live. We still feel this is the golden age of remodeling, despite the headlines distracting us. Currently. The amount of housing structure in the U.S. that needs repair and remodeling. This is those prime remodeling years of the 25 million homes. So there's a lot of still exciting products being introduced that I think consumers will want to have in their homes. And at some point, I think they will get off the sidelines. It's hard to tell right now when that will be.
Bill, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Julie. Have a great day.
You too.